floor. And it's all thanks to the Hoover WindTunnel Air Sprint Steerable Total Home Vacuum. Now, I know sometimes our titles can get a little long, but it really tells you everything that you need to know in terms of having a really great, easy to use, not expensive, but still powerful and quality home vacuum cleaner, which is what this Hoover is. It's a customer pick on hsn.com, and with the Hoover itself, with your WindTunnel Air technology that's built right on in, it's this WindTunnel 3 technology, and it creates 3 channels of suction to lift and remove all of the dirt and the surface debris, and even the deep down embedded dirt that you have in your carpets. So that's the technology that's built into this Hoover in particular. You have an easy way for you to discard everything that you picked up without having to ever touch the canister, the dirty canister. But what's also great about this is that you're also getting the attachments that come right along with this. And typically, you'd be paying extra for the attachments. I like that you're not paying extra today because these are attachments that you're actually gonna use. Have you ever bought a vacuum cleaner, or anything actually for that matter, that came along with a lot of attachments and it looked like you were getting a lot? But really, at the end of the day, you never use them? These are gonna be the ones that you actually use. This one is one that can attach to the extended hose that's actually built into the vacuum cleaner, but you can turn this one, you can form it however you want it to be, and now you can vacuum the top of the ceiling fan. You can vacuum the top of the refrigerator or the cabinets or the bookshelf, whatever the case is. That's what that one is for. This one is going to be for your crevice, your crevice tools. You can get in between little areas. And then of course you've got, your longer piece, so that if you've got maybe the stairs, maybe it's the trunk in your car, you've got that attachment as well. Kelly's here and she's going to give us a quick demonstration about some of the things that you can use your wind tunnel for. And I like that when we talk about steerable, there you go. It's easy for you to use and turn, and let's say, if you have to get around the furniture and you don't want to bump into the furniture and dent the legs on the coffee table or the chairs or things like that. It's important to be able to maneuver the vacuum very easily, and that's what you can do here. And that's why we call it steerable, because thank you, that was quick. And actually, if you blinked, you missed it, because it is that quick. And that's what happens when you have the technology, when you have that multi-cyclonic technology that allows from the bottom all the way to be able to pull all of that debris, no matter what it is, whether it's dirt, whether it's, papers, whatever is on the ground. Maybe it's pet hair. You need to get that pet hair up, and you don't want to have to go over and over and over in order to do your pickup. The wind tunnel technology can do that very easily and very powerfully for you. Now, you're seeing an animation about how this works. I also want you to see, as you're watching that we've got a birthday price on this. So we took $50, actually it's $60 off of, no, 50, I was right the first time. $50 off of the price of our regular HSN price here. $50 off of our regular HSN price here, and you have a birthday price. But just so that you know, our birthday month ends at the end of July. And as it's going, this month is almost gone. Can you believe it's almost August? We are now in the tail end of July. We only have a few more days left. And when July is over, all of those birthday prices are over as well. So if you've been you've been in the market, you need a new vacuum cleaner, you need a good one, you don't want to pay $400 for it, but you want it to work for a brand new